There are so many powerful truths in the Christmas story. And like I've been saying over the last couple weeks, I think sometimes it's easy to get so caught up in the busyness of Christmas that we miss the powerful message that Christmas really is all about. In the book of John, it says about Jesus, it says, "The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us." And in the Greek, it actually says that he tabernacled among us. And it's pretty commonly known that Jesus was not born on December 25th. That's the day that we celebrate his birth, and that's great, that's fine. Nobody knows for sure the exact date that Jesus was born. But if you do some research, scholars estimate that Jesus was likely born sometime near the end of the fall. And the reason that this is really cool is that it's incredibly likely that Jesus was actually born on what was called the Feast of Tabernacles, the very first day of the Feast of Tabernacles. And the Jews, every year, they celebrated what was called the Feast of Tabernacles. And this was a feast that they celebrated to remember how God was with them as they traveled through the desert after they left Egypt. And what they did was that they would build these tabernacles or booths, and they would go and live in those booths for a few days just to remember what happened when God was with them as they traveled through the desert. And in John, the verse that we read, where in the Greek it says that Jesus tabernacled amongst us, the reason that is so profound is because the writer, the author of John, was giving a clue as to when Jesus was born, that he was born on the first day of the Feast of Tabernacles. And the reason this is so powerful is because Jesus, Emmanuel, means God with us, that God himself came to be amongst us, to struggle in the same struggles that we have, to wrestle through the same things that we wrestle through. And the reason that Christmas is so great, the reason that Christmas is so powerful, isn't just because Jesus was born on that day and we get to worship him and honor him, but that Jesus was born on that day so that he could live the life that you and I could never live, that he could live and overcome the struggles that you and I have difficulty overcoming. And Jesus tabernacling with us is in reality, it's him living the life that we could not live on our own. And that's the powerful message of Christmas, is that Jesus came and he victoriously lived a life that we couldn't. And I want to encourage you this week and in the coming weeks to really spend time in the presence of God. And I want to encourage you to do that through spending time in prayer, spending time reading scripture, gathering with other people who love the Lord, because Christmas is a time where we're supposed to remember what Jesus did, and the significance that it has today is still profound. And whatever struggle you're going through, whatever difficulty you're facing, I just want to encourage you that he faces that with you, and he wants you to turn to him in those times so that he can be with you even now, even today. We'd love to invite you. We're having a Christmas Eve service this weekend on Sunday night, so that's December 24th. We're starting at 7 o'clock, and we'd love to have you come join us for that Christmas Eve candlelit service. May God bless you, and may you continue to look to him through this season.